Hey, hey, hey! What is going on, IK fam? We back. Excited because we're going to be talking about the 6-month biannual event. Yes, we are pretty much 2 days away if you're trying to keep it consistent with the dates, right? January 28, 2021 was when IK was officially released globally. It's pretty much the 6-month anniversary. And man, the biannual celebration event, I want to say at face value, does have some potential, and we're going to talk about it, right? We're going to break down every tab, what you can do, how to best maximize, and our recommendations. Now, starting with the first tab, right? 5-day, pretty standard, free rewards you're going to get. I can't be mad at free samples, man. I go up and down Sam's Club and Costco all the time just getting those. So juicy. So nice. Loving the green gems. Like that I can get some gold here from the superior optional chest, and then also the Philosopher Stones. World Tour. Now, World Tour, again, there are some tips here that I think you're going to be able to really utilize. Again, free rewards you're going to get, right? Not only are you going to get rewards from just completing these, but you're also going to get rewards from hitting these milestone chests up at the top for the 5 up to 300. Now, my recommendation here, and probably my biggest pro tip, there's really two. One, make sure you unlock as many immortals as humanly possible. And I say this because in order to maximize getting the higher star tasks, you need to have more types of immortals unlocked. I'll give you an example. I have 2 4-stars here. If I click on one, you'll notice that there are, right, all different element types, different attribute types based on, I don't know if I would say stance or I'll just say mode, right, because you have attack, defense, and then the variations there. And then we get to the next 4, and you'll see, right, attack, defense, shield, and then you'll see mage, right? Again, different element types. There's 2 of this, 1 of those, and the other one it was 3 of each, or 1 of each for 3. So this is why it's important to make sure you are unlocking as many immortals as you can, because it's going to give you an opportunity, especially when those 5 and 6-star tasks come around, to do those. Now, when should you refresh? I'm just going to talk about this from the free-to-play perspective along with just the entirety of the event. Right, so if you decide to spend gems on any kind of additional roles or anything else, right, of course, up to you. When should you refresh? As you can see here as an example, I recommend refreshing if you get 3 stars or less. Now, I already did mine. I kept my 4s, and then I re-rolled all of these, which I think I had some 1s and some 2s. And then I re-rolled and got, I think these 2 new 3s. I had another 3, but it just re-rolled another 3 as well. And then I got a 2. So if you have 3 stars or less, re-roll those. But before you do, make sure that you start your 4-star or higher tasks before you re-roll. Otherwise, you're going to lose it. Yes, that pretty much covers that. Okay, now, we're going to come back and talk about the bar up here in a sec. Let's go to Hot Pursuit. So Hot Pursuit is actually a cool alliance-style event that they worked in for this biannual event. Now, without being so, with my just repetitiveness on event stuff. But I like this because they've added in something in the seasonal event that you can compete with. Compete for with your alliance members. I have to really work on that wording there. So yes, but I do like it. Now, how it works is pretty simple. It's actually almost like Human Rebels, right? So for anyone who's done the Human Rebels event, where you attack gnomes, you get some summon pieces, and then you summon those to go and do rallies, right? So there's different points that are allocated depending on the camp that you defeat, right? It can go all the way up to 3,000, right? And again, this is a good event to do because you can get a lot of memory crystals here, and we're going to talk about that in a little bit, which will actually allow for you as a free-to-play. So it's let me show you as well. So here you're going to get I'm going to have to do all the math again, but here let's go back. So you're going to get 10 here. Actually, before I even do that, right? I do want to add it up, but let me really talk about this first. So in Hot Pursuit, you're going to go and summon. So let me just show you this quickly. So you're going to go to your items, you're going to go to other, and then you're going to see that you have these summon pieces here, right? It's this part that fell off the gnomes. You could see that it's like an elite type, an elite, rare. Or no, sorry, it is elite, and then epic. Dear God, I'm getting my my things mixed up. And then here's the epic piece, right? Part that fell off from the gnome's machinery. Use it wisely to track down gnome frontline. So I had 5, now I only have 4. I summoned 1. It looks like this: gnome's frontline camp. Recommended troop is 190,000. So again, I just have to do a rally here with some of my members, and then and then again, you also get soul crystals, which is nice. They're giving you an opportunity to get soul crystals. You have additional rewards that you can get from this as well, and then you're going to get points towards it as your person. I do not believe that these factor into alliance points. I want to say that they're mainly just for you as an individual. I don't have any points yet. I'm pretty sure they've already done some of these hot pursuit rallies. So, right, keep in mind that you're going to be able to get a good amount of rewards here from these. And then let's see what the max chest gets. Oh, nice. Oh, I get the Adore. Ooh, Adore. Totally probably going to work that in. Okay. Now let's get over here to Bright Future, right? This is where you're going to kind of redeem these souvenir coins along with the memory crystals that you get. Now, let's tally this up. And I want to start, well, before I even get there, let's do Harvesting Hope, we'll do Battle Comrades, and then we'll circle back so I can explain what you would want to do in the reward order you want to go in, even though it's more or less pretty straightforward. So, Harvesting Hope is an event that allows for all the lords in your server to participate in. So, it's fruit that hangs off this tree. There's different tiers, right, which goes from blue up to red. During the event period, all lords, which I can only assume that means all lords in the server, can come to pick hope fruits, randomly get fruits of different ripeness, and you get different corresponding rewards, right? Obviously, it says once orange and red have been, all orange and reds have been picked, the tree will refresh. Now, let's look at what these actual rewards are, because they're pretty good. So, from red, right, and let me explain the tree, right? You could see here it was at 90, now it's at 82, 88. If my eyes are not deceiving me. But essentially, lords will pick the fruit, right? It shows you how much are left, and you have a countdown here. Now, again, as I mentioned, right, we're really just talking about this from a free-to-play perspective. My recommendation is the moment that this blessing countdown finishes, hit it immediately. Why do I say that? Because it's on a timed countdown, and you really don't have a way to manipulate it. If you want to do an extra pool with green gems, of course, that's up to you. Right, then you can be more strategic about when you actually pick a fruit, right? You can wait for there to be a higher percentage chance of reds and yellows, and you can see here that I just went down to 86 that are left on the tree before you pull. Otherwise, for the free blessing, you should be hitting that immediately. And that's because you only have 5 days and 9 hours or however much time you're going to have when you take a look at it, right, left. You divide that by, I think this is on a 3 or 3.5 hour refresh. It's got to be 3 to 4. I think it's 3 though. And you divide that by, 24 hours times 5 days and 9 hours, right? And then that's how many more potentially free blessings you're going to be able. But keep in mind, it's probably going to be lower than that because you're going to have to factor in when you're asleep. Which again, unless you're just going to sleep for 3 hours or set your timer and just be a YOLO tryhard brick squad, bro, then okay. Right, you can get 200,000 points from me right now. Otherwise, let's look at what the rewards are. I actually like what they've done here, and I'm going to explain why I think this is really big, even if the chances are still low. They have added in a way, as a free-to-play player, to get shards for gated immortals. These top 3, these are all grand promotion packs. Right? These are all the 99.99 packs that you get in the first 60 days. Right? Charles shows up day 1 to 20 of a new server. Genghis day 21 to day 40. Baldwin day 41 to day 60. Right? And then, of course, you have the monthly epic return. That's great. But this is an actual opportunity for you as a free-to-play to possibly get some shards. Right? That is massive. Again, may not be as massive as if they were to come out with a specific type of event, right, like we've talked about before, but still a move in the right direction for this particular event within the biannual, or sorry, I should say tab within the event, so I'm not redundantly saying event multiple times. And then you get the daily deals, right? So Saladin, Alex, Sid, right? These are all daily deals, right? So if you haven't done daily deals yet and you haven't used that epic optional chest, then you spend $6, you can get one of these. Otherwise, you got to spend $18 to get enough of those mystery pearls to then use them, right, to get one of these from the daily deal shop. So they basically put in all gated immortals here, and they give you a chance to still get some epic immortal chests, which will give you universal soul crystals, right? These are what you can use in the market or on Tower of Knowledge. So again, right, I still think this is a big win for this, I guess, sub-event within the biannual event. Now let's get to Battle Comrades, and then we're going to tie it back around to Bright Future on what you can actually get. So just another event they're giving you free rewards. Right? They give you some tasks that you have to complete. The most difficult one is probably this one at 5, which is you just have to force teleport 3 other lords, which is pretty easy. You could just go find someone who's level 5, who's not in an alliance and extremely low level, right? They're probably inactive. Super simple. Go and do that. Force TP them. You're done. Now, there's rewards. Complete all puzzles and obtain the final prize, right? So this is the final prize, which I can only imagine is added on from these, right? So you're going to get... These are all 10. The bottom ones are 5. Okay? So that's, what, 55? Plus this, which is 50. So that's 105 of these mystery, memory crystals. Gosh, not mystery. Memory crystals that you're going to get. In addition to the other rewards that you're going to get as well. Plus the rewards you actually get from these individual tasks. So, okay, it's 105 there. Now let's go to... Hot Pursuit. If you do all of these, right, let me see, what is that, 10, 25, 45, 70, 100? Okay, so that's 100, plus the 105, that's 205. Then, from World Tour, I think this is 100 as well. So that's 305 that you're going to get for these memory crystals. Now let's go to Bright Future. So that's 305 memory crystals that you can get for as free-to-play. You could pretty much get anything here now that you want. Right? Now, let's say you did the permanent skin. Right? Now you're left with 105 memories. What do? So, I still think you could pretty much do everything, right? So you could do this, which if you want the 200, okay, you got 105 memory crystals left. You do these two, right, which is going to be for your Elite and your Miracle of Goddess for the random epic summon. That's 50. Right, now you got 55 left. You do the 15. Now you have 40 left because you get all the Philo Stones. And then after that, you do another 15, and you got 25 left. So the only thing you cannot do here is the biannual, right? So you either have to make a decision. You either get the permanent skin and everything else. You do the permanent skin this, and then maybe you sacrifice something else. But honestly, I just wouldn't. I mean, I think based on what I know now, I think, but it also depends on how many. I think you should save these to the end, right? So let me give you the pro tip here, is do not spend on the biannual celebration event or the City of Joy skin initially. Save it for the end. And that's because you have to make sure you're going to have enough Infinity Souvenir coins outside of the memory crystals, right? It's better to get the most important rewards first, and then if you have enough Infinity Souvenir coins at the end, then you can make a decision if you want to get both of these or if you want to get one of those. Otherwise, my recommendation as far as what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to focus top down, starting with the Elite Dragon chest, where I'll get the Epic, I'll do the Philo Stones, I'm going to get the 3 hours, and then when I come down here, I'm going to skip the 7-day City of Joy, and then I'm going to go right for the Elite, I'm going to do the Medium Optimal, I'm going to do 65 minutes, and then I'll work on the Common. Then once I finish that, I will go back up and see what I have left to decide, and I'm sure I'll get something, but I just don't know if I'm going to have enough, right, to get City of Joy or the biannual, right, and or both. So that's my recommendation on what you should do. But I like this because in other events that we've seen like this before, you did not have an opportunity to really get everything, right, in the gated areas. So this to me is an improvement. This to me shows that, you know what, maybe they're listening to what we're talking about, and they are working on, right, hopefully constantly kind of improving that community relationship, that engagement, because like we've talked about before, the more free stuff you can get, the more likely people that have money to spend will probably spend, right? People can sometimes feel deterred away from spending if things are extremely gated, because to them it's just, oh man, now I have to spend more money on this outside of my already current budget, right? When you give them the free stuff, right? I'm just a big believer of that. I think psychologically it does something to players where, they get a bunch of free stuff on events, right? They don't get skimped out, and they're like, you know what? I feel good about this. Right now, I might be more likely to spend a little bit here or there, right? Depending on how much. So overall, I want to say that I think right now, at the initial assessment, I want to say this event is probably like an 8 out of 10 for me, a 7.5 and 8 out of 10. We'll see where it ends up at the end, and we'll do another assessment here in about 5 days or within the last 24 hours of the event to where I can come back and I'll let you know how much I was actually able to get from the event, and then also would love to hear how much you were able to get from the event. But for now, let me know in those comments down below what you think about what we have covered for the biannual event, right? Do you think it's a plus? Do you think it's a win? Do you think, no, maybe it potentially is going to fall short? Let me know what you think about it. Again, I still am on the positive end, but we'll see how it develops. That's it for me. As usual, until next time, fam. We'll catch y'all later.